What 90-day pipeline does for us is now we have a pipeline of companies that we're working with that I'm so exciting starting that 2021. When I decided to start my own company, the conversation shift. Now it's me having my own company and then to try to find, okay, what do I need to do in order to bring clients to consume some of my services, knowing that those services are clearly things that they want to consume, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that they're going to jump at it. Uh, very impressed, very impressed in the sense like their availability and then access to response to some of the issues that we're dealing with. The other thing is I was impressed about is their expertise. They know the subject, they know what I'm dealing with. And the other thing, I feel like it was not a one size fit all. It was mostly trying to put me in that specific industry and then to find out, okay, how can they help me? I think Hamad and as well as some of the other team member were able to really help me better understand what need to get done in order for us to be better at what we do and how we serve our clientele. I think the biggest lessons learned for me is really client profile, because this is something that we were struggling with because we wanted to be, it's not that we wanted to be, but we were trying, we were being everything to everybody. And then from a client profiling perspective, I think this gave us a framework where we can work on a specific box to really identify a clear DNA of what our client should be. And I think that was great. We were able to do that. The other thing is, the other big things that I've learned is the strategy of preeminence. And this was huge. So things change significantly from a process perspective. And I have to say with COVID gave us the time to sit back and then we assess our value chain, right? How we're going to work with the customer and things that we need to focus on in order for us to really get to our customer. I think the key things that has changed for us is from a client profiling, ability for us to really go and then establish that DNA to find out, okay, which client we really want to work with. And sometimes it does work and sometimes it does not work. For example, last year we're a very young business. We started our business in 2019, right? And obviously this year, 2020, that just happened recently, last year, it was a tough time for everybody else. But at the same time, from a planning, from a process improvement perspective, we are focused on nailing everything that we do. What 90-day pipeline does for us is now we have a pipeline of companies that we're working with that I'm so exciting starting that 2021. And the reason for that is it allowed us to really tell a better story about ourselves, who we are. And when some folks go to our profile, LinkedIn profile or company profile, they see who we are immediately. They understand what we do. We do not come up with a bunch of jargon, technical jargon about to really talk about IT. It's also not about us, it's about the customer. And those are the things when customer come to our site or to our presentations, giving a presentation to our customer, they clearly understand what are the problems that they had been dealing with and what can we do to solve their problem. Initially, it was about us showing our resume showing about what we have done, but we never talk really about the customer. Now we talk clearly, it's the customer in front, and then after that, we're in the back. How do we assess this in order to achieve the customer result? So those are the things that we got from this. This is something that you're going to need. You have to go through that. If you're trying to do it by yourself, it's fine. I think you can just do it alone. You can go in and do it. But at the same time, if you're trying to run a marathon, looking at long distance, you need someone that have the expertise, that have the understanding, that have been there, done it, so that you can leverage all of those content, and then so that they can help you be at the distance that you want to be. So this is something that I want. It works. It's helping my team. It's working, helping my business. And I want to come back. I want to continue enjoying the conversations with all of the team.